لكم لا تقاتلون في سبيل الله والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء والولدان الذين يقولون ربنا أخرجنا من هذه القرية الظالم أهلها واجعل لنا من لدنك وليا واجعل لنا من لدنك نصيرا. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: المؤمنون كجسد واحد إن اشتكى عينه اشتكى كله وإن اشتكى رأسه اشتكى كله، أو كما قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. Dear audience, at first take my salam and you all are welcome in our today's Islamic Mahfil and Education Exhibition from teachers and students of Potanga Rashidia Madrasa, Chattogram. Today I want to address a conflict that has impacted countless lives. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Especially, I wish to discuss the ongoing actions of the Israeli state occupied Palestinian territories and why the international community must take a stand against these injustices. For decades, the Palestinians have lived under what they see occupation that restricts their rights, limits their freedoms, and threatens their culture. Since 1967-60 war, Israel has occupied the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem. Despite international calls to end the occupation, Israel has continued to expand settlements in the West Bank. These settlements, which are illegal under international law, displace Palestinian families and confiscate land that Palestinian considers rightfully theirs. This represents a systemic violation of the Geneva Conventions and its aim to alter the demographics of these territories. Dear listeners, in Gaza, nearly 2 million Palestinians have lived in what is often described as the world's largest open-air prison. Israeli blockade has resulted in economic devastation and severe shortages of essential supplies, including clean water, electricity, and medical aid. The people of Gaza are deprived of their basic human rights, and frequent military operations lead to civilian casualties, including children. This is not only a tragedy, but a humanitarian crisis that demands urgent international attention. Dear listeners, the Palestinian group Hamas has taken a stand against Israeli occupation, seeing itself as a defender of Palestinians' rights and land. However, dear gentlemen, the question remains, where is the border of our world? Where is the unity and strength of the Muslim Ummah? While the bodies and innocent Palestinian children pile up, much of the Arab world is caught up in celebrations and entertainment, neglecting the plight of their brothers and sisters. The United States has been providing both direct and indirect support to Israel, often described as The United States has been providing both direct and indirect support to Israel, often undermining with the Western world. The United States, a close ally of Israel, has taken an active and complicated role. Historically, the US has supported Israel with significant financial and military aid, while simultaneously attempting to broker peace negotiations. Although the US has supported Israel the two-state solution in principle, its policies have frequently been seen as biased toward Israel. Especially under certain administrations, this has led to criticism that the US approach lacks balance, often undermining its credibility as a neutral mediator. In summary, the UN advocates for peace and human rights on the global stage, but its impact is often restrained by geopolitical factors. The US has, despite championing efforts face challenges in presenting itself as an unbiased party due to close relationship with Israel. Both entities aim for a peaceful resolution, yet the path to lasting for peace remains fraught with political complexities. Dear respectful gentlemen, but the question of how Palestine can gain liberation and self-determination is both urgent and complex. As we reflect on this, it is clear that solution requires alliance, unity, and support from the global community. Some potential pathways include: number one, non-violent resistance. This has the power to draw international attention to the Palestinian cause. Number two, legal action in international courts. This can hold perpetrators of injustice accountable. Number three, supporting economic self-sufficiency. This helps to build a foundation for independence. Number four, peaceful negotiations. Despite past challenges, dialogue remains critical for lasting peace. Dear gentlemen, but in reality, no solution has yet brought a permanent change. Dear brothers, we know Masjid Al-Aqsa, the first Qibla of Muslims, and the surrounding lands will inshallah, everyone say inshallah, one day be restored to the hands of Muslims. Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, وَمِنْ حَيْثُ خَرَجْتَ فَوَلِّ وَجْهَكَ شَطْرَ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَحَيْثُ مَا كُنْتُمْ فَوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ شَطْرَهُ لِئَلَّا يَكُونَ لِلنَّاسِ عَلَيْكُمْ حُجَّةٌ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْهُمْ فَلَا تَخْشَوْهُمْ وَاخْشَوْنِي وَلِيُتِمَّ نِعْمَتِي عَلَيْكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَهْتَدُونَ. Also in about Al-Aqsa, narrated by Abu Umamah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, a group from my ummah will remain steadfast on the truth and will be victorious. They will be formidable in the hearts of their enemies, and no opposition will harm them except broad negotiations. And they will remain in the state until the command of Allah is fulfilled. The companion asked, O Messenger of Allah, where will they be? The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, they will be in Baitul Maqdas and its surrounding areas. Dear respectful guests, as we gather in solidarity with our Palestinian brothers and sisters, let's remember their struggles and the courage they display each day. They face challenges we can hardly imagine, and the power of in time of hardship, the power of prayer becomes especially meaningful. Let's offer our sincerest prayers to Allah, the most merciful, for peace, injustice, and protection for the people of Palestine. Ya Allah, we ask you to bless the people of Palestine with strength, patience, and resilience. Protect them from harm and grant them expert God's face each day with hope. Relieve their suffering and shield the innocent men, women, and children from oppressions and injustice. Ya Allah, open the hearts of worldwide to see the suffering in Palestine, to act with mercy and empathy. May Allah bless us all. وما توفيقي إلا بالله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.